Have you ever imagined how the fate of the ninja world could change if Sasuke Uchiha had awakened the Sharingan as a child? What would that mean for his journey, for Konoha, and even for the other characters who crossed his path? Today, we're going to explore what it would be like if the prodigy of the Uchiha clan had this advantage from an early age, in an analysis that promises to turn everything we know about Naruto's story upside down. Sasuke is a figure marked by tragedy. After the Uchiha clan massacre, his life was shaped by the desire for revenge against Itachi. But imagine that during that same traumatic event, little Sasuke awakened the Sharingan. At just 6 years old, he would have access to abilities that normally require years of training. This would completely change his perspective, making him more aware of the massacre and the complexity of Itachi from the start. With the Sharingan, Sasuke could see Itachi's movements and even survive longer in the initial confrontation. He would also better understand the extent of Itachi's manipulation and the intentions behind his actions. This could either fuel his thirst for power even more or plant early doubts about his brother's motivations. At the Ninja Academy, Sasuke was already considered one of the most skilled. But with the Sharingan, he would become a legend even before graduating. He would be able to master jutsus at an alarming speed, copying techniques from his teachers and even his peers. Team 7, composed of Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi, would also be different. Kakashi, as a Sharingan user, would likely take on an even more active mentoring role, teaching Sasuke to control his abilities and warning him about the dangers of relying too much on his eyes. Now think about the impact this would have on Naruto. Sasuke has always been seen as an unattainable rival for him, but with the Sharingan awakened early, this difference would become even more pronounced. This could demotivate Naruto, or conversely, ignite an even stronger flame to catch up with his teammate. After all, we know Naruto never gives up, and Orochimaru, with a more developed Sharingan, Sasuke would become an even more valuable target for the Sannin. Perhaps Orochimaru would try to capture Sasuke earlier, offering more tempting training, and thus accelerating his journey into darkness. On the other hand, Itachi would also be watching his brother. Knowing that Sasuke already masters the Sharingan could alter his plans, forcing him to get involved in the younger brother's life sooner. A more powerful Sasuke would also mean that the battle at the Valley of the End, that iconic fight between Naruto and Sasuke, would be even more brutal. With a more advanced Sharingan, Sasuke would have access to a repertoire of copied jutsu. Sharingan earlier, should extreme emotions continue to shape his life. The fight would be less about overcoming and more about strategy and raw power. But what about become a threat or a potential ally with his early abilities? Perhaps he would be able to face members of the organization sooner than expected. Who knows, he might even become part of the group, seeking revenge against Itachi or gaining enough power to destroy him. Now, think about the emotional impact. Sasuke, with the Sharingan, would be more aware of his clan's suffering, reliving those memories more frequently. This would make him even more obsessed with revenge, or perhaps awaken a desire to restore the Uchiha legacy differently. He might even try to protect Naruto and Sakura from his own darkness, feeling the weight of his choices more intensely. And let's not forget Madara's role and Sasuke's destiny as the heir to the Uchiha's power. A Sasuke with an early Sharingan could become the perfect catalyst for Madara's plans, being used to resurrect the Uchiha's ancestral power, or even to confront Kaguya. What's fascinating about this possibility is how Sasuke's fate, and that of the entire ninja world, would be altered. Battles would be more intense, alliances more complicated, and choices more devastating. After all, what does it mean to possess so much power at such a young age? Would it be a blessing or a curse? And you? Do you believe Sasuke would become an even more powerful hero, or lose himself in his quest for power? How far could this Sasuke go?